Here are my note cards. Here's my audience.
Hi, my name is Addison Murphy and I'm a senior here at DeKalb County High School, and today I'll be doing an informational speech over depression. Imagine waking up every day feeling heavy, like there's a weight on your shoulders that you just can't shake off. You go to school, work, or spend time with your family and everyone says you look fine. But inside you're really breaking. That's what depression feels like for millions of people, and it doesn't care how old you are. It can touch a child learning to read, a teen in high school, a young parent juggling bills, or a senior who lost their lifelong partner. According to the World Health Organization, over 280 million people worldwide suffer from depression. That means almost everyone will experience it directly or through someone they love. Today I'm going to explain how depression affects people across the lifespan, what causes it, and what solutions both personal and societal can help. The first question is, what is depression? Depression isn't just feeling sad. The National Institute of Mental Health defines it as a medical condition that causes persistent sadness, loss of interest, and changes in sleep, appetite, and energy that last for at least 2 weeks or longer. It interferes with daily life, relationships, and even physical health. Depression can look different depending on a person's age and life circumstances. Even very young children can experience depression. But instead of saying, "I feel sad," they may act out, become irritable, complain of stomach aches, or even refuse to go to school. According to the NIMH, childhood depression is often misunderstood or mistaken for behavioral issues, but early intervention can prevent lifelong struggles. Starting with adolescence, depression rates rise a lot throughout teen years. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention report that teenagers, especially girls, have the highest rates of depressive symptoms among all of age groups. Teens with depression may withdraw socially, lose interest in hobbies, or even engage in risky behaviors. Social media pressure, bullying, and academic stress add to that challenge. And tragically, depression is one of the strongest risk factors for teen suicide. Next, we have adults. In adults, depression is often linked to overwhelming responsibilities, balancing work, relationships, and finances. It can appear as burnout, chronic fatigue, or even irritability. The CDC found that millions of working-age adults experience at least one major depressive episode each year, yet many never seek help because of stigma or fear of judgment. Lastly, we have elders. Even though depression rates tend to decrease with age, elders face unique risks like chronic illnesses, loneliness, or the loss of loved ones. The WHO reports that older adults often go untreated because their symptoms are mistaken for normal aging. But feeling hopeless or empty isn't a normal part of getting older. It's a treatable illness. When figuring out the causes for depression, we need to remember depression isn't caused by a single thing. It's the result of biological, psychological, and social factors interacting together. Biological causes are like DNA. Your genes play a role. If someone in your family has depression, your risk is higher. Brain chemistry and hormones also affect mood regulation. Medical conditions like thyroid disease or chronic pain can contribute as well. Psychological causes are like negative thought patterns, trauma, or a history of abuse can increase vulnerability. People who have experienced early childhood adversity often show higher rates of depression later in life. Social and environmental causes are like stressful life events like losing a job, facing discrimination, or experiencing poverty, which can trigger depressive episodes. In today's world, social isolation and digital comparison culture make things worse, especially among younger generations. Most experts agree that depression can result from the combination of these factors and not just one. The good news, though, is that depression is highly treatable. Professional treatment is the most effective approach: therapy, medication, or a combination of both. Evidence-based therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy, which is CBT, and interpersonal therapy help people challenge negative thought patterns and rebuild relationships. Antidepressant medications like SSRIs can help brain chemistry for those with moderate to severe depression. Screening for depression in schools, workplaces, and healthcare settings can catch symptoms early. The CDC emphasizes that the sooner depression is treated, the better the long-term outcome. While that can help, exercise, sleep, and social connection are proven to reduce symptoms, while lifestyle changes alone may not cure depression. They strengthen recovery and resilience. Community programs like school-based counseling, workplace mental health days, and local support groups help reduce stigma and make care accessible to everyone. Lastly, governments and communities play a key role. Expanding mental health coverage, funding crisis hotlines like 988, and promoting public education about mental illness can save lives. To conclude this, I want to say that depression is not a weakness. It's not limited to one age, one race, or one gender. It's a global condition that affects the young, the old, and everyone in between, but it's also treatable and recovery is possible. By understanding how depression shows up at different stages of life, supporting each other without judgment, and ensuring access to mental health care, we can change the story of millions of people. So the next time someone says, "I'm fine," take a second look, because you never know that they might be fighting a silent battle. You are not alone, and help is closer than you think.